live images coming in from Blair House. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in conversation with Elon Musk. We do not have an audio on this just as yet, but we will have an audio in a short while from now. But just look at the entire Indian delegation on one side. I could see India's ambassador to the United States in these images. There's a gift for the Prime Minister from Elon Musk. There's a conversation that's happening. In a moment, we'll be joined by Geeta Mohan, my colleague. We have the Foreign Secretary, we have the Foreign Minister, we have the National Security Advisor, all sitting there. Seema Sirohi, from the Indian side, the entire delegation is there. On the American side, there's the Dodge chief and his family and his little children.
I have to say, I find it a little bit strange that you bring children to an official meeting. I know it's all very cool, quote unquote, and all that, but I just don't know. Maybe it'll take some time to get used to it, to have your son on your shoulders as you're hanging around the Oval Office. It just gives a non-serious feeling to everything.
It actually does, yes. But what should one make of it? I mean, are they sending out that message, we are strong on family, we're strong on bonds, we see little children, we see, his friend with him. How are Americans reacting to this, Seema Sirohi?
See, so far they're just reacting to Musk and his absolute power over things. It hasn't sort of trickled down to the MAGA crowd that children are part of the Oval Office situation, So maybe the idea is some sort of subliminal message about family values and having family and, an indirect message against LGBTQ community. Who knows? But I'm still digesting it. I think just from a very straightforward optics point of view, it's strange. It is very strange.
It is. Professor Brahmachalani, Elon Musk is with Siobhan Zillies in that purple coat, the Neuralink director, the twins Azure and Strider and Lilex in that meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And then the Prime Minister has the NSA, the External Affairs Minister, India's ambassador to US, Foreign Secretary, all on one side.
This is an informal meeting. He has brought his children's nannies. The two women are, he is not married.
Yes.
The two women there are the nannies of the children. And when J.D. Vance met Prime Minister Modi in Paris, he also had his children with him. I don't think the children are an issue. The thing is that Modi wants Musk to invest in India. He pressed him last time, but he couldn't persuade him last time. I don't know what more he can do to get Musk to invest in India. Modi thinks that Musk's investments in India, bringing especially Tesla to India, will be good to India for India's image as a destination for FDI. Starlink, of course, will not have the same attraction because Starlink is not a high-speed broadband. It's a satellite-based system that provides moderate speed. It's okay for a country like Ukraine, where the infrastructure has been devastated, and the Starlink provides stable internet service, even though its speed is relatively low. But for India, where in all our cities, even in smaller cities now, we have high-speed broadband, so Starlink doesn't have the same attraction. But bringing Tesla to India, Modi feels, is going to be a boost to India's image as a destination for foreign direct investment.
So bring in Tesla. That is nice. That is something that India wants. But make in India, Sushant Sareen, even when it comes to Tesla, don't make in China and then export to India and expect a lot of cuts when it comes to tariffs. That is what India has been insisting on, and all the facilities India is happy to provide. Isn't that the impression we get, that you make Tesla in India, for India and for the world?
Yeah, so Gaurav, just allow me to make two quick points before I come to your question. One, yeah, come on, when in Europe and in the United States, women carry their kids into parliament or in the Senate or the Congress, nobody cribs about it. Nobody says this is being very non-serious. Right? So here is a guy, single father, who's bringing his kids to a meeting and he's talking serious stuff. Let him talk serious stuff. As Brahma says, the kids are there, but this is an informal meeting. The Prime Minister and Elon Musk will talk business, right? So I don't see what's the problem in that. Second point, I think we need to make it very clear that the Americans are being disingenuous when they say, well, we don't complain about the Russians when they delay supplies. The reason, one of the reasons for diversifying our defense purchases is because the United States or some of the European countries are seen to be reliable suppliers. They will supply in time. If the same thing is going to operate with the United States as it operates with Russia, that delays are going to take place, then clearly, there are serious questions which are going to be raised. But on your question, look, there are three things.
Yes.
On Starlink, there is a security issue. There has to be some way to be able to monitor it, to be able to regulate it. And we cannot allow this kind of a communication system to come in and operate without any kind of regulation, because there are very serious security implications in a country like India, especially with terrorists becoming active again across the Indian landmass, right, on the
Yes.
borders. The second issue is on Tesla. On Tesla, this negotiation has been going on for donkey's years. At one point of time, India was ready to open the doors. Tesla wanted some extra concessions, and we were saying that no, we are not going to do anything special for you. Now, my point is that if you're talking about a cutting edge technology, one of the probably the finest car in the world, a world beater in many things, I would have gone out of my way to attract that company into India to set up base out here,
Set
even
up
if it
base
meant
here.
concession.
Absolutely.
Right, and
Absolutely.
we
Set
can
up
do it
base in
because
India.
we have a Babu mindset. We have a bureaucratic Babu mindset that I'm not going to do any favors for anybody. You know, this nonsense that we keep saying that, so what if Amazon invests $5 billion in India? What is $5 billion? As though, the person who says that can bring $5 billion on his own. So we need to be very clear on how to do business. And if Tesla comes in and sets up a manufacturing plant out here, it is our engineers, it's our mechanics who get trained on those things.
Yes.
We will get a vendor base out here for EVs going forward. It is a Maruti model, scaled up about 20 times, right?
And
That is
you're
the
absolutely right about Tesla. I've driven it both in Israel and in the United States of America. Truly, truly cutting edge, as you very rightly point out. And those concessions that need to be made, will they be made? Will those special deals happen? All of that is about getting that deal. Both deal makers in conversation right now and in moments from now. Geeta Mohan joins me, and Geeta, Siobhan is also with Elon Musk, Neuralink chief, Neuralink director. It just goes on to show, one, important, families are important. Make America Great Again is the deal, is the thing, and it's a very informal setting in which this conversation is taking place as far as Elon Musk is concerned.
Well, that's right. The fact that every meeting and people who are brought in, like Sushant said, one should not make a big deal of Elon Musk bringing his kids along. In this case, I'd say that, it's a gesture. But I was talking about how in the past, in every meeting, bringing him to serious meeting, to bringing X to serious meeting, has invited a lot of criticism here in the United States of America. Having said that, in this case, having the Neuralink CEO and having his three children as part of, or his having kids as part of that entire meeting in itself goes to show that there's messaging here. It's clear that he's looking at the interpersonal relationship. He has met Prime Minister Modi before as well. But more importantly over here, what does the future hold for India and for not the United States of America, but particularly this corporate house that is talking about future technology, and in that front, how are the two countries going to cooperate? How is Elon Musk and his company going to cooperate with the Indian government? Is Starlink coming to India? Are the Tesla vehicles coming to India? These are very important conversations because they take forward the conversation on future technology, and going green, looking at electric vehicles, looking at more connectivity, and looking at the space. So a lot of areas to be covered over here. We'll wait for a readout on what really transpired between Elon Musk and Prime Minister Modi. His third meeting with Vivek Ramaswamy has begun. And again, a lot to unfold over here, because Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, Gaurav, are the two people who backed India and Indians working in America when the whole controversy regarding
The
visas, regarding
yes.
Indians and H-1B particularly. Not many understand the complexity of H-1B visa, or highly skilled Indians working in the United States of America, where these two came out and stood not just with Indians working over here, but with the entire idea of how it is important that these talented Indians get their due and space here in the United States of America.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, America also needs the right kind of Indians to keep American economy going, and the right kind of Indians, not the illegal variety that take the donkey route. Of course, that also, Seema Sirohi, would be an issue because it just exploded in India. I want to talk to you about Elon Musk, but since, we're talking about the donkey or the illegal route that people take to go to the United States, and some who've been sent back in shackles and chains. India's taking that up. Is America receptive to that?
Look, I'm sure the Indian delegation is going to take this up. I think the first flight back, very pointedly in a military plane, which, by the way, is much more expensive than sending people back on commercial flights. Again, it was a message for the MAGA crowd, and shackling them, all that, knowing full well is going to play badly for Modi at home. So now, if they continue this, then it's going to be a bilateral problem. But if this was a one-time thing that, because there are 17 or 18,000 illegals who have been identified by the Americans, not yet by the Indians, as illegal migrants. If they have to be sent back, and I assume they will be, and if they use the military planes again, I think it's going to become a problem.
Okay.